Good morning, drain team, and here we are in a lovely place called Birkenhead. Diggers arrived and I'm on this job here, which is a church at the bottom of Whetstone Lane in Birkenhead. This is an existing customer. I've done a lot of work here over the last 20 or 30 years, so anyway, let's get the digger off. Guys, so I've got the digger round the back of the church, and this is the area of work. That pipe down there against the corner of the building, this black pipe in front of you, that serves the drain off the main roof. There's a flat roof up there, and I think the majority of the water drains down through that pipe. And the problem that the building's suffering with is the water is going down the pipe. It goes all the way down about 2 or 3 meters to the bottom of to the basement level, and there must be some issue with either a cracked pipe or broken gully or something like that, buried down there in the ground. And it's, well, every time it rains the basement floods. So the remedy I've come up with is, instead of having the drainage, which does run directly to this manhole here, instead of having it running 3 meters down in the ground, I'm going to redirect the drains at a lower level. So I'm just going to dig down a couple of foot, connect up off the bottom of this, which is a 4-inch pipe, put 4-inch drainage along this run into that manhole, and jobs are good. Instead of the water going into the basement, it'll be going directly into that manhole and going off into the main drains. Drain team, a little bit of local history for you. This is a church that serves the local Chinese community as well as all other nationalities. It's doing a lot at the moment with the refugee community. It's quite vibrant in this church, with all the different people coming along now. Further up there you can see the YMCA in the background. I used to, as a kid, when I was about 15, 16, I lied about my age to get in there because I didn't have anywhere to live. And I started out my working career as an apprentice, living in the YMCA, believe it or not. So anyway, this area is called Charing Cross, and on the corner there, right ahead of you, there used to be an old fire station with a circular interior, which had houses, masonettes I think they were, where the firemen lived. And some of my relatives from the past well, my wife's relatives really, were firemen, and they used to live there. So right, I've got to dig it up onto the job, and it's a bit messy here, isn't it? They are actually having a push to do some renovations here, and all this is going to be cleared and landscaped again. They've started up on this side, and yeah, so if you look up here, see they've cleared all this. They're going to start putting planters in, and you know, utilize this ground for outdoor stuff, barbecues and what have you, activities. So let's get on with it. I've cleared this ground, just the vegetation with the big bucket. Just changed over to the trenching bucket. Okay guys, as you can see, I've just hit a water main, so I'm going to have to sort that out. Who'd have thought there'd be a water main going through there? Right guys, a bit of drama for you. Yeah, I was told reliably that there was no services down this end because the kitchen is up that end, so they were quite confident there was nothing down here. Anyway, easy switch off. Just went and switched it off at the main. There's no one in the church today, so no big deal. I'll continue digging that out and then instigate a repair on the main. Easy job. First thing I was taught was whenever there's an emergency, don't start panicking, running around like headless chicken, because then other people panic and it becomes worse than it is. There's only water. Could have been gas, couldn't it? Then we'd be in trouble. Okay, so dug the main trench out, panic's over on the water main. Got down to that, I'll fix that later. Fortunately, I was very tentative after that, and we came across the gas main, which is quite a heavy duty gas main. So hand digging around that, taking no chances, and yeah, job will be progressing as before. So right, get the shovel out and we shall get digging. To be fair, it's a good job I got the digger in for this, because at first I thought, with it being kind of a vegetated area, if that's the right way to put it, just soil and stuff, I thought it'd probably be an easy enough dig with a shovel, but it turns out this area looks like it was potentially a dumping ground for the when the building was built. They threw all the old bricks in here, so it would have been a real heavy duty dig if it was all by hand. A little bit of digging doesn't harm anyone, no. Right, so let's get the pipe fixed. This is the fitting, just a straight fitting. Cut the damaged bit out. Use these cutters. Relatively straightforward. The damage on the pipe, I don't know if you can see that. It's basically just a little nick in the pipe there, but when the pipe's under the pressure, it's under. The smallest of nicks is going to cause a problem, so undo that, get nice and clean. When you cut the pipe, you put an insert in either side, and job's a good one. The only problem you've got is there's no pull either side, so you know you've got to get this right way. So cut the pipe, and you've already isolated it, so you just cut that about there. Okay. Slide that over first, like that. your insert in. Lovely. That just tightens up. That one. This was the problem, let's get back out here. This was the problem the customers are having. Somewhere down there, and it goes down another metre or two lower than this. The rest bend or the gully, whatever it is that's transporting the water from the roof down, is leaking into the basement. So I'm going to cut the pipe here, put a connection on, bring the pipe across here. Gone 5 o'clock. Right, all that's measured up. Hopefully I'm cutting it in the right place. Gonna put it, apparently there's all kinds of vegetation gets washed down this drain, so I've put a access cap at the bottom here, redirected with the rest bend. Going to join it together with the plastic, with the rubber connection. The job's a good one, but because it's cast, I'm going to have to use the angle grinder. Job's a good one. Get the breaker, break that bit of concrete up, and should be able to get the pipework connected. Well, there's a problem. There's a bit of a problem. So these, this is full of roots, completely full of roots. Whoa, so realistically, they're like tree roots then. Literally. Have a look at these. Not going to get those out of that there, out of that downspout. And to be quite honest, the fact that there's a tree growing up there would explain why there's roots going all the way down into the drains downstairs. You'd have never been able to clear that with I defy anyone to come down here with a jetter and clear those roots. Even mechanical cutting would struggle with that. So, in my opinion, I'm going to have to speak to the customer, and I think it will be a complete renewal of the pipe, and also there's going to have to be some work done on the roof. So I might as well cut that pipe away at the bottom a little bit higher, put my section of pipe in, so that I'm kind of completing the work I've priced. Fill that void in. Plenty of bricks and stuff knocking about, so I'll fill that with hardcore. I've got the sand and cement and stone ready to put a concrete top on that. But yeah, I think I'll be back, and I don't want to connect up to that in case the roots start growing into my own drains that I'm just putting in here. You know, I've virtually got the gravel laid, the pea gravel, that's all ready to backfill. Just need to connect up here. So interesting turn of events. That roof formation that goes right down there will be going in to the drain that's all the way down in the ground, and it'll be going all the way down the main drain. So it's a good job this was done, because you'd have never been able to clear them. No way, not in a million years. So I've just taken that section of pipe out, and there you go, guys. How's that for a nice thick root formation? All right, John.
Aye.
So that's the root formation. that's connected, ready to put the new one on should they ask me to do it. Got your peak gravel in, covered over where the services are, just as an added precaution, and I'll backfill that now. Well, no paving to go down or anything, so that'll recover. Well, recover. It was just a pile of overgrown weeds. I'm going to fill the rest of that void in there, and then I'll knock up the concrete for the top of it. Okay guys, customer's just going to pour a bucket of water down the pipe there. Yeah, that's it mate, don't worry about spilling it. Okay, moment of truth. There we go. Listen. Shh, shh, shh. 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 Yep, that's the sound of success, baby. Often imitated, never bettered. Nice one, John. Happy with that? Running like Niagara Falls, that is. Gently, John. Look at that lovely white porcelain at the bottom. You very rarely see that.
That comes from the loos there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There are 3 loos in there which flush out.
Right, yeah. Nice.
Do you want me to go and flush them to show you?
Yeah, go and flush them, yeah.
This is yours, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks, yeah. Just watch that yellow one because it's full of water. I'm gonna knock up some. I'm gonna knock up some concrete now. Yeah, you flush away. Lovely in there, isn't he? What a lovely piece of craftsmanship that was. Yeah, so I've left a little gap at the back of the rest bend to flood that with some concrete, so a bit of stability. And you know, I put a rest bend on, it's not sewage, not sewage going through it. I've got a trowel, I've got a piece of wood. Okay. Looks like it's going to stay dry. It's nice blue sky. So that should set nicely. No trout, no problem. Okay, let's bring that up.